Thank you for joining us again for another episode of Forza Barca podcast. Um, we're reacting to the game, to the match versus Cadiz that just finished 1-0. Barca lost. Um, another problems the players having, another tactical issue, another game where our players look exhausted, do not look interested in pressing and actually passing. Even this is a very very strange uh, trajectory going downhill for the last month. So let's kick it off, Mustafa. Let's kick it off by just doing the lineup and just talking a little bit about how the game went.
Nah, this time we are not going through the lineup.
He's gonna go
This is
straight
if
into it.
we need yeah, we going straight into the rant. This is
Yeah, yeah.
absolutely catastrophic. We cannot talk about the lineup or who played what role and what was the idea. I don't know what the idea, what the intent was behind everything, every single one that was on the pitch needs to be addressed. Everyone that had no heart, nothing. When it comes to passion, it's absolutely it is a catastrophe. Let's put it that way. It's um I mean, we had those games. It's not like we saw that uphill stuff. Some things that Xavi instilled that were not there before, but right now we are playing and just like under Koeman. Let's be honest. The last two games and even the game in Frankfurt was absolutely catastrophic. There was no heart in it, and today the result mirrors exactly that. And I think now it's time for severe, especially in the summer, severe changes. Those need to be happening. I don't care about the financial situation. I don't care about any of that. Those old players need to leave the club. Jordi Alba, I don't care if he has like three good games in the season. I simply don't care. I don't give a fuck about that. Can have those three fantastic games, and he cost us several seasons. From that game against Liverpool in Anfield till this day, he always costs us games, and it's not sustainable. He's a liability. He needs to leave or needs to be benched. There is no two ways around it. We need somebody on that position. We need at least two central backs. At
Yeah.
least.
Well, that's it. That's
Two central backs.
that.
There's nothing up for discussion. I
Right.
mean, Eric Garcia had one good game this whole season. This isn't freaking. uh, With all due respect, we are not playing. We are not Cadiz. We are fucking freaking FC Barcelona. If you don't play like that, you have nothing you can add to that squad. You shouldn't play. You shouldn't play. If you are not living and breathing that crest, you should not play at all. Garcia, bench Garcia, freaking Frankie De Jong. What the fuck was that? How the fuck did he even get to the second half without being substituted? I don't care if you don't got anyone on the bench. Take him out, bring in De Jong. Bring in fucking Luke De Jong. He added more in those couple of minutes than Frankie De Jong did the whole game. Freaking kidding me. Losing against Cadiz at home? What the fuck?
Yeah. It's
After that
it's
symbolic,
crazy.
after that catastrophic freaking performance against Frankfurt, where everybody were again, once again, the whole European stage laughed at us. You are going to present yourself just like that? Nah, man. Nah, man. I'm not going to let this fly. And then you have like one or two players who actually want to play ball, or who actually want to play football and try something. And the only player who did that in this game was Dembele, and freaking Dembele is leaving in the summer. Was the only one. And let's be honest, in the last 3 months, he saved our asses. He made our weak performances look great. And this is the thanks. Ah man, the Camp Nou shouldn't even consider. I mean, what the fuck? This guy was playing out of his position like whole time when Messi was there. He was playing out of his position. Now all of a sudden he playing in his position and he's one of the best fucking wingers. And just to see if he leaves this summer, you will see he will become one of the best on this position. There is no doubt about that. There is no doubt about that. Give him some great players to play with him. Give him a fantastic right back to play with him, and you will see how he smashes fucking teams into dust. And we are playing here like we are cuddies. What the fuck? This isn't acceptable, man. This isn't acceptable in any way, shape, or form.
I I I I agree with everything you said. I agree with everything. Everybody bar Dembele, and maybe you can add Gavi to that because that motherfucker does not stop, just keeps running and fighting for the ball. Other than that, everybody was just fucking chilling. Everybody did not feel like we didn't want it to win. Like honestly, the miss passes, the whole game, the whole fucking game, the miss passes. Jordi Alba miss passing every fucking 90% of his fucking passes are going either almost losing the ball or actually losing the ball. It's fucking crazy. Him and Frankie De Jong had one of the worst fucking games I've ever seen him play. Unbelievable. And it's like we were playing against somebody who's actually like in the top 4 or top 8 or Cádiz is basically almost in relegation. I think there's 3 points that they got today basically got them out of there. We helped them fucking stay in the La Liga because we're fucking playing like shit. It's unbelievably fucking frustrating to see how all the progress that Xavi did, all the fucking work that instilled into these players, all of a sudden they're playing like they don't give a fuck. Like I don't even blame fucking Xavi for the lie of this shit. He's putting in his mind the best fucking lineup he could put up there, and everybody's fucking failing. Everybody is playing like shit. Everybody, but bar those two that which are everybody else. It's crazy to fucking think about. We're just and how less than a month ago, right before the international break, we were fucking playing unbelievable. The only player that's not playing today that was playing was Pedri and PK. Araujo, yeah. I mean, Araujo at Frankfurt, he was there and we still fucking played like shit. So it's just fucking unbelievable how.
I don't like the combination of Longley and Eric Garcia.
I don't.
It is
recipe for disaster. That's what it is.
Something is that happen in the back. It is bound, and especially with someone who plays like shit, like Jordi Alba, who can defend. If it were to save his freaking life, he wouldn't know how to defend. The fucking goal was on him.
They were ball watching. The three of them were standing right there while Matt's trying to get the ball out of there, and it keeps hitting him. He keeps blocking every shot that the other players do, and they're just fucking watching.
I don't care about him either.
No. But that one is not 100% on him, man. 100% nothing on him.
I'm not saying it's on him, but sometimes, and it is what it is.
But not this game. Not this game. We can't really.
When your freaking team needs you to do godlike saves, you need to have those godlike saves, and he isn't up to that task.
No.
Sorry, man. Man. Did you see fucking?
You're stretching it, man.
Did you see fucking their fucking goalkeeper fucking getting unbelievable saves?
No,
you're freaking kidding me, man?
Dude, here's the thing. For this one, I agree. For other ones where some of the goals were fucking easy saves that he could have made, I agree with those. For this game, no blame on him. No fucking blame. He made some saves too throughout the game. It's not like he didn't. Whenever they got to close, he was there. The one where he fucking multiple times he saved it. He saved like 3 times before they finally got it in, and everybody around him just watching the ball. it literally bounces back instead of one of them pushes the actual striker and kicking it out.
I'm telling
They're watching
you,
him.
sometimes you need those freaking godlike
But
saves.
not for this one, man.
This is
I'm
what-
sorry. Not for
But
this one.
this is what differentiates a good goalkeeper from a world class goalkeeper. It is what it is. I call it how I see it. This is what differentiates you from being just a good goalkeeper to being a world class.
Because he didn't save it
And he's
20
not
times?
world class. I don't care if it's not just this game.
Well, no,
not
well,
just
we were
this
talking
game.
about this game now. We're not talking about the we're talking
When
about
we
this
talking
game.
about this game, what the
Yes.
fuck is he doing? Fucking
What do you mean?
punching the ball right into the 5-yard
Oh,
box.
that's unfair,
Ah,
man.
man,
That
I
is
don't
not
care.
fair.
I don't care.
That is not
I
fair.
don't care if it's fair or not. I
Well,
don't
it's-
care.
it's-
I honestly don't care if it's fair or not. To me, Ter Stegen, the whole backside from Des to Alba to freaking Eric Garcia to freaking De Jong can go fuck themselves. They can go fuck themselves. Can go fuck themselves. I'm going to be honest. I don't care. I don't care about this shit. They putting their fans they're making us look like clowns. It is what it is. This isn't again, we are not going to have this discussion about whether this is okay or not to play against someone who's probably going to get relegated playing at home after that catastrophic game against Frankfurt. Now you're going to put up that performance? Nah, man. You need to have your A game on that day. You have to have that A game on. There is no discussion. No discussion.
No, I agree with
owe
you.
it
100%
to the
agree.
fans. How the fuck do they expect people come to see if they put on those performances? And there is no way in hell you are going to sit back and play just like King Jordi Alba did. No way, or Frankie De Jong. Those two had to leave that game right at halftime. There was literally no way those two come out and play the second half, and Xavi is responsible for that. I don't care. You are the freaking coach. You need to coach, and you need to say, I'm going to have to bench you. I don't care. With that performance, I don't care. Even if we lose the game, we lost it anyway. So I don't care. You are going to sit your fucking ass and we going to play, even play with 2 CBs. I don't care. I don't care. You need to pack your things and get home. I'm not watching this game. That performance. The same goes for Frankie De Jong. There need to be repercussions. You cannot let this slide. They cannot, even if they are going to play 1 or 2 games good, and it will happen eventually. Once again, how many times do we want to see Jordi Alba fucking games up? How many times do you want that?
It's been, like you said, he only had 3-4 good games the whole fucking season. The rest of it, he just misplaced passes. All of a sudden, he thinks he needs to long crosses.
For Frankie De Jong, and the same goes for a lot of these guys, and I cannot stand it. Let me put this clear. When you play in the top team, when you play, and we are far from being a top team in Europe.
No,
Let's
I know,
not
yeah.
kid ourselves.
No, this is our level. This is literally our level right now.
But what we are talking about, is respecting that crest, respecting that legacy that Barcelona had.
Yeah.
And when you come in there, you can have at max 3 bad games. The rest needs to be on fucking point. The rest needs to be on fucking point. They are not playing Champions League. They are not playing Copa del Rey. They are not even in the competition for the fucking league title. How the fuck do you get tired? How the fuck do you get tired? Seriously.
No,
How the
I agree.
fuck do
I
you get
agree.
tired? There is no reason for these blokes to get tired, man. There is no freaking reason. Losing against freaking Cadiz at home? You're fucking kidding me, man.
No, I 100% agree. This is I like, and I heard like pundits and people on the threads and stuff like that talking about, oh, we're gonna bounce back and we're gonna score four, we're gonna score three, and I'm in my head and I'm like, I don't know about that. Especially after I saw the lineup, I'm like, I
Oh no,
forgot
no,
that
no, no.
Araujo was gonna be
I'm
in.
going to be honest, and
I did not
if
know. I
you don't
didn't.
believe me, I will record that shit right after the first 50 minutes. The first 50 minutes where we had like sort of we played and you saw Dembele being eager and trying to create something. Right
Mhm.
after that 50 minutes, then we lost everything. We lost everything. We lost the intensity. We lost everything. We didn't score in the first 50 minutes, and we lost everything. We lost the intensity, and then the whole shit began. And I was furious after the first 50 minutes. And if you don't believe me, next time I fucking will record that shit and you can watch it for yourself. I know when they are going to bottle it, and I know when they are going to fuck it up. And I know right after the first 50 minutes they are going to fuck this game up. Either it's going to be a draw or we're going to get humiliated once again. And it happened just like I saw it coming. And this is the thing. This is the thing that this is the theme. It is absolutely sad to see that this team, no matter who's coaching it, no matter who's doing anything, they don't seem to know what who the hell they are playing for. They don't know it. They simply don't know it. They don't know it. And how the hell you can throw like 3 months of great work down a fucking drain, down a fucking toilet, down the bin. I don't know how they did it, but they did it. This team it needs an overhaul
I mean,
really really
I mean,
bad.
we knew that was gonna happen anyway in the summer. As far as a lot of them
Oh man,
leaving.
we cannot kid ourselves after this, after those, especially after the Clasico and after everything that happened. We saw an upward trend.
No, no,
We
no. I
saw
mean,
something.
I'm
Oh,
sorry.
we
Yeah,
saw
they played good,
we
but
not
no, no.
we play good, but what I've seen is that we are not going back to the old system, to the old things that made us be furious, and we thought that Xavi would stop those
Oh,
things,
but
but
you
he
know why
didn't.
though? You know why they came? Not part of the reason why. Part of the reason why we were in a fantastic streak is because we had pretty much the same players play pretty much every game. We had Pedri, we had
That
Pique,
isn't.
Araujo, everybody. You know what I
No,
mean?
no, I disagree.
No,
I disagree.
how
I
do you disagree?
thoroughly disagree.
How do you
I
disagree?
thoroughly disagree because we didn't have always the same lineup, and this
No,
is
no,
the
no.
truth.
The actual lineup that played really well every time in the Clasico versus Atletico Madrid versus Bilbao, all same players that played there.
No,
Every time they
that is
played, we
not
played well.
true.
Yes, it
That is
is.
not true, brother. No,
Who didn't play?
no.
Who didn't play in those
Look,
that
look,
made a difference?
look.
That didn't
We
make a
had
difference.
didn't we discuss how we are versatile, uh, especially up front, having Dembele, having Adama
Yes,
Traore,
yes.
and let's. Didn't we talk about that?
Yep.
Didn't we talk about bringing in someone like Dani Alves, someone like Dest, something, switch it up in the middle with Gavi, Pedri, Frankie? Didn't we talk about that? We did. That
Yes.
don't give me that. We didn't
No.
have the strength that he
Okay,
had
I'll let you
was
finish. No.
bringing in those people in the winter and having some
Mm-hmm.
options.
Yep.
This is what the strength was. Of course, Memphis was injured, but the strength was that we could have someone like Luke De Jong and
Mm-hmm.
freaking bringing in the ball high in and
Yep.
having those those
Long
for
crosses
moments,
and
and
yeah.
having someone like Araujo coming in when set pieces arise
Yep.
and scoring goals. This was the broad of the squad was is what we praised. So we cannot go in and say like we had the same players for like we played the same players
But
like for
okay,
3 months.
when you're done,
It
let me
didn't
explain
happen.
what I meant, and are you gonna and
Okay.
I disagree with that, but go ahead, finish your idea.
My idea is that personally there need to be repercussions. There needs something drastic needs to happen, and these drastic measures need to happen this summer,
Okay.
and we cannot postpone it. We cannot say we are in a financial bad situation. It doesn't cost a lot to get rid of players. This is what I'm always saying. Even if you have somebody in Barcelona Bay or whatever the case may be, you need to get rid of some players, and these players are a liability. I'm always going to be someone who says we need a new six. We need at least two new CBs. We need someone to replace Jordi Alba for good, and I'm talking for good. He shouldn't even start anymore.
Hmm.
It's not even an option. And if we can get somebody on the right side as well, we should go for it because apparently um, this is not up to the task. It is what it is.
Okay. Well, here's what I'm trying to say. Pretty much every game that we played, when we played really well, we had pretty much the same 11, 12, 13 period. We had the same as in the defense. We had Piqué, Araujo, Dest or Alves on the side, and Jordi Alba on the other side. We had Pedre, Busquets, and Gavi or De Jong in the midfield. And the top three pretty much played the same top three until then when we had Luka De Jong come in. That's pretty much all we did for the last for the majority of those games that we played really, really well. If you look at the game today, we didn't have Piqué, we didn't have Araujo. We had Eric Garcia, which we know is inconsistent. He plays sometimes well, but most of the time he cannot defend. He's very slow. We have Longley, which every time he played, he's shit. Committed mistakes, really slow, does not know how to fucking move the ball around as good as Piqué or Jordi or whatever. But they take those two plus Jordi Alba playing like shit for the last 3-4 games, right? Already the defense is out of there. Dest just came back from injury, even though he didn't play a bad game today per se. He was not very effective going forward, but he did not play a bad game. But at the same time, we didn't have the powerhouse that Alves gives, or that experience that Alves gives. We did not have it on the right side, and we didn't have Araujo to cover for all the mistakes that defensive do. We did not have Piqué with the experience to go forward. So already we are in a disadvantage in the backside. As far as the midfield
What the fuck are we talking? We were not playing against Bayern Munich.
I
We
know,
were
no,
playing
but you're not
against
listening,
Frankfurt.
dude. I'm
We
telling.
are not playing
You're
against.
not listening to. Let me finish my thought,
the-
man. You finish yours. Let me finish mine. What I'm trying to say is the players that we had when we were like, oh my god, we're playing really well. We're back. All those ideas that we talked about for the last few weeks. We had certain players that we use for those. My point is, we don't need an exodus in the summer. I'm in agreement with you there. I already knew that was gonna happen. Like in my head, it needs to happen. Whether we played well or not for the last few weeks, that needed to happen. We have so many deadwood in the bench, and a lot of the players are old, do not belong in the starting lineup, including Jordi Alba. He played well for 2-3 weeks. That's great. Overall, for the whole season, that is not good. Not good enough at all. He needs to go. If he does not go, he's still in the bench. When we need him, if we need him, he comes in. If not, we need to have a starting left back. I agree with that. My point was that we relied on 12 to 13 players when we were playing really well. Now we're not playing really well. A lot of those players are not playing. So my point is we don't have depth at all. It looked like we did when we were playing really well because the players that we were playing, they're the only ones we needed at that moment. Now we don't have some of them. We see how fucking we struggle, especially in the back. So I agree with you. We need two CBs. We need a new left back that would be the starting lineup left back. And we need midfielders. And hopefully we get Kessie hopefully in the summer. That will help as far as depth in the midfield. But my point is we do need an exodus. Yes, we need to sell. A lot of our players need to go, especially the old dogs that we have. Umtiti, Longley, Jordi Alba. Busquets needs to have an actual replacement so he can just come in from the bench instead of playing every fucking game. things like that. So we need a majority, like an overhaul, like you said. But that's my point. I was trying to clarify my point because we were going to the same goal. It's just how I see it and how you see it is a little different.
Yeah, but I agree to a certain extent. I need and I only butt in because you said something that I absolutely don't agree with. Because if you see the when we played, we played Sevilla.
Yeah.
Played again. We had a difficult game against Galatasaray away. We had that game against Real Madrid.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, if you say like we had that 15 or 14 or 13 man squad and
Yeah.
Whatever the case may be, but this isn't. We are not playing against Bayern Munich. We are not playing against Real Madrid.
Right. No, I
This
know.
is what I'm telling. Yeah, and this is you need to freaking perform. It's not like these players are freaking playing for 15 cents. They are getting freaking millions still to this day.
No, I agree with your point.
What,
I agree with your point.
What are we talking? This is fucking Frankfurt. They lost to freaking Union Berlin 2-0 this weekend. They lost 2-0 against Union Berlin. What the fuck are we doing here? We lost against freaking Cadiz at home.
Yeah.
There is no way in hell you have that squad with that many players that cost that much money and earn that much money. What the fuck are we doing? We are not, even if those players didn't play, even if we don't have PK, even if we don't have freaking Araujo, even if we don't have freaking Dani Alves for whatever reason, even if we don't have Ansu Fati, who is not playing any role this season, let's be honest.
No, he's not, yeah.
So, and even if Pedri is injured, you cannot have that performance. It's not possible.
No, I agree. It's unacceptable. But that tells you your point that a lot of the players that we have do not have the quality to be in our squad. They just don't. They just need to go. We just need to have.
But I doubt it, because what I'm seeing again is Amigo de Clubs, and I hate Amigo de Clubs because this is once I doubt that Xavi is going to get rid of those especially Jordi Alba and Busquets. I'm very cautiously doubtful about that.
Well, I don't know if we should get rid of Busquets. Coming in from the bench when we need it, yes, for at least one more year. Alba does not belong in the starting lineup whatsoever. Like he just does not. He just lost. The problem is he cannot defend to save his fucking life. That's first, and second, the thing that he was his strength, which is ball distribution, know exactly who to pass to. The long passes were on point. All that shit is gone. It's just gone for some reason. He does not know how to pass. All his passes are fucking going all kinds of whack. The long pass he tries to do to the box. I don't think any of them this last two games actually were in the box. They all fucking either going way over or they had the defender right in front of him. I just don't understand. He just does not look like he cares or gives a fuck at all.
See, if you have like a defensive game or a not so good game up front, there is no problem. There's no problem. There is literally no problem as long as you do your duty defensively. But he's not doing either one of it. He's not good offensively. He's not good. He's terrible defensively. Terrible, absolutely catastrophic today. Absolutely catastrophic in every way. And I'm not even if we are doing rating, it's a freaking 0 for Jordi Alba. It's a freaking 0 for Frankie de Jong. Both of them 0 performances. I mean, like 0, even worse than freaking Longley and Eric Garcia. Both of them.
Yeah,
both of them.
This is what Xavi said today, just a few minutes ago. I'm angry because we did not play well. We have to improve a lot if we want to qualify for the Champions League. We made mistakes that shouldn't be made. We have to be a more competitive team. So that's just one of the things he said.
That's the
Well,
typical blah blah
no,
blah.
we know all this shit. Like, there's just everybody that watched the game will fucking tell you that. That's not something that's. It's just frustrating to see how all the work that was done, now all of a sudden, when it's crucial that we fucking keep our heads up and focus and win these games, we're playing like we don't give a fuck. It's just fucking crazy to me that how
It's
mentality
going to be very
changed
difficult.
within 2 weeks. It's like, yeah, we're tied on fucking points, and the fifth place is 3 points behind us, so we can still fucking get relegated to Europa League next season. Very very strong possibility.
Let's be honest. We are the club that is most likely to fuck up.
We are
I'm
absolutely
going to be
100%,
honest.
100%.
Yeah, and if a if Sevilla and Atletico don't fuck up, we are screwed. I'm going to be honest. It is what it is.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. Like we know this season was gonna be just scrap and hopefully we can make the top four. There was some
but
hope.
it's
There
going
was
to
some
be
hope, but
difficult to bring in players
yeah, if they
if you're
won't
not
make it,
playing
yeah,
Champions League.
yeah,
You know? And then
unbelievable.
you get into a very difficult predicament if you don't qualify for the Champions League, and then you will have other problems because you need to play with this freaking squad once again, another season. Oh no way, sir! And not only that, you will lose some talent, especially with Dembele gone. And if I were in his shoes, I would leave this club.
No,
Going to be
don't
nah,
say that.
I would leave this club. I'm going to be honest. I would leave this club. It's freaking shambolic from front to finish. Front to finish. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
This entire shit is going sideways at the most difficult time. It's going sideways, and it seems that Xavi cannot control anything, and it's going to be very difficult games right now.
Well, that's the thing.
Knowing,
Like here's the thing. Like we know that Xavi can fucking get the tactics right. We know he can. Like the system that he implemented looked like it was working. So I don't see any reason why that shouldn't work now, except if the players are not fucking putting the 100%. I mean, I don't even understand how some of the things that happened over the last two games actually happening, especially going forward. It looked like they forgot how to string passes together. They forgot how to run into the box when needed to. Do actually put a long pass to the actual foot of the actual player instead of having to go way past them or just give it to the opponents. Everything seems like it's off from a player's perspective, not necessarily from a tactical perspective, which is different. Because I think when Coman was at the helm, you can tell that the players had no fucking idea what they would need to do, right? Like we
need to cut that dude some slack. I'm going to.
no. Come on.
Lost.
Tactically, we were bullshit, man. Tactically, we were bullshit.
Shit. But what was the reason?
That's my point.
It wasn't his fault. The reason was that he, especially after this summer, he lost the epicenter of the entire Barcelona play. The epicenter. It was Messi. He lost.
No, I understand. Well, that's my point, man. That's my.
Okay.
What was last year's tactics? What was last year's tactics with Koeman?
No, but we need to cut him some slack.
I'm not just talking about this season, man. I'm not talking about just this season.
Yeah, but we are in 2022.
Right.
Brother, let's just forget about Koeman, because if you see what these last three games were, it was exactly the same. Some people in this
I don't
squad,
agree with that.
some guys in this squad
Mhm.
are absolutely still in that mentality that somebody's going to create something. Let's give them the ball. Let's play the ball high in or something like that. Something is going to. It is what I call inshallah football. This is inshallah football. Let's just wait and see. Give the ball to Messi. Let's wait and see. Give the
Yep.
ball to Dembele. Let's wait and see. Inshallah, something is going to happen. And this is exactly what these last three games were about because the individual mistakes are always happening with the same players. You will always have freaking Alba. You will always have freaking Busquets. You will always have freaking Longley. You will always have freaking Eric Garcia. You will always have freaking Ter Stegen. You will always have freaking Frankie de Jong doing freaking mistakes in important games. This is always going to happen. And the only thing that they hope and wish for is that somebody with his individual class is going to save their asses. It's the only thing. This was the entire tactics because great games that we played this season. Let's just single out that classical game was a team effort. It was a team effort. It was a team effort. Everybody functioned how Xavi wants them to function. And let's be honest, could have somebody else on the sideline doing that.
Oh no, no, you didn't just say that, man.
We could
No, you
have
could not.
somebody
No,
else
you could
on the
not.
sideline.
No, you could not, man. That right, what you just said
100%.
is not. You're saying that. You're saying that out of. You're saying that out of frustration. I get it, but 100% not true. 100% not true.
100%.
100%.
And deep down your heart, you know
No,
it's
no.
true. If we had like
No,
somebody like
no.
Eric Ten Hag, do you think 100%?
No.
100%. 100%, man.
Yeah. I don't agree with that.
100%,
I don't
man.
agree with that at all. You said anybody could have been, and it's not just the Clasico. Atletico Madrid would dismantle them too. Atletico Bilbao would dismantle. So it wasn't just that. It was a trajectory where we were playing really well, tactically knowing exactly what to do, and taking instructions and running with them exactly how they're supposed to do it. So it wasn't just them. Oh, we know exactly what we need to do. It wasn't that. It was actual instructions that was given to them. So anybody in the touchline can give those instructions. Is that what you're saying? Everybody would have the same experience as Xavi and give it to them, and they know.
We are talking about the alternatives, of course. We're not talking about X, Y, Z coach.
Yeah,
from
even then, I
We are
don't believe
talking
that's.
about somebody
we
like Ten
we would
Hag.
never know, obviously. But it's hypotheticals. But I don't think that's true. I 100% do not think that's true. And
Okay,
judging it,
let's agree to disagree,
yeah,
man,
that's
but
okay.
it is what it is.
Yeah, I do agree that I do say that with Javi coming in, a lot of tactics that we were not fucking doing, a lot of how we pressed is way fucking different than we did for the last 2 years, even 3 or 4 years, even since fucking.
It's not even there anymore for the last 3 to 4 games.
But that's my point. I don't know what the fuck happened. That's why I don't think it's necessarily the tactics that changed. I don't even know how the fuck are we not pressing. I don't know if the players forgot how to press. I don't know if they're exhausted, which doesn't make any fucking sense. I don't understand what it is. And that's what's frustrating to me, because I know that we can press and we can actually create chances, a lot of chances, and we've created a fucking ton of chances for the last few games before this last 2 or 3 weeks. That's what frustrates me, because I know we can. All of a sudden, we're not doing that anymore. It's just
Not about
I don't know if
creating
mentality
chances,
or
it's about-
no. We're not even creating changes. That's my point. We're not the changes that we were creating, and the actual players shooting at the goalkeeper and all those things that were happening throughout the whole game. We see them for the last 5-10 minutes when everybody's attacking. Other than that, we'll just pass around with nothing happening at all. And again, waiting for Dembele to dribble past a couple people and then cross it. That's pretty much it for the last 2, 3, 4 games that happened. Since we came back from the international breaks, has been going downhill.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. Man. You're the net, bro.
Yeah, of course I'm mad, man.
No, I said you need a nap. You need a nap. Like, just because you're so
I need a nap.
exhausted.
Nah,
Exhausting. No, not just
I
you.
need
Like
to
all Barca
slap
fans.
somebody, man. I need to slap some.
Ay, ay,
It is really frustrating right now because this, especially this was a must win. You need those points,
Yep.
and there is no way in hell you can lose that game. There is no way in hell you can lose that game. Nowhere in hell you can lose that game. And I know you are not. You don't want to blame Xavi, but I have to blame him,
He takes some of
especially.
the blame, not all
Uh,
of it, but he takes. Of course, he takes some of the blame. He could have taken
n-
fucking De
no,
Jong earlier. He could have taken fucking
no,
Alba earlier. He didn't even take him
no
out.
way in hell he's going to have that 100% responsibility because those guys on the pitch are absolutely useless.
Exactly. Yeah.
So to stripe on that shirt, go out in front of your fans after that laughable defeat against Frankfurt, and you come in and give your fans that performance, they should be ashamed. Each and every one of them, except Dembele, should be ashamed of that performance. Not only ashamed, they should be booed. They should be
No,
booed for that
yeah.
performance.
Yeah.
Is they should be. There is no way in hell you are going to pay even 10 freaking euros to see that bullshit. It is unbelievable. It is unbelievable. I don't know if they don't know that they are really putting that club in jeopardy. They are really putting that club in jeopardy because if we miss out on Champions League, it could mean years to come, years to come to recover even from that. This is something that they I don't think they are aware of because you would never play against Cadiz that in that manner if you know that.
Yeah.
And the opposite is you see freaking Real Madrid playing their hearts out and having like half of their squad like they're not even there. Mendy being whatever, a lot of their players didn't even play. But once and anyone, anyone, freaking Vasquez, freaking Nacho, everyone is getting in and they are playing their hearts out.
Yeah. That's
And
the
they are all
difference. That's the
comfortably
difference.
in lead. They are comfortably in lead and they are playing their hearts out. And they played freaking Chelsea Football Club
Yeah.
and had to go into extra time and they are not exhausted. And these freaking lame asses are trying to come with excuses.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here, man.
No, I
For crying
100%
out
agree.
loud.
That's the difference between us right now. Bar like tactics and all that shit. Just the spirits, just how fucking fierce and the fighting spirit that Madrid has. We don't fucking have that. We just don't have that. And
Yeah.
and it could be maybe because they've played together for so long. Most of the players in Madrid, the starting lineups,
Who gives a fuck?
but my point is,
Who gives a fuck?
maybe that's one of the things where you see Benzema's running non fucking stop. You see Modric, 37 years old and fucking running the whole game. It gives you that spirit. Maybe I'm just speculating, but my point is they don't fucking stop fighting until that last whistle, which is something we do not have. We just don't have that fighting spirit anymore. We don't have that focus in front of goal anymore. And I don't know when we're gonna fucking get it back, but it's just not there, and it's not probably not gonna be there for the rest
And
of the season.
I'm going to say as long as these liabilities are in there, I'm calling it. I'm calling it like I see it, and I'm going to be very truthful. Ter Stegen needs to leave. Jordi Alba needs to leave. Busquets needs to leave. Piqué needs to leave. And Eric Garcia should be benched, and we need two freaking new central backs, and I don't care about the guys up front because the guys up front are good as is. Just give them some stability uh, on the defensive line, some stability in the midfield, and you will see what these guys can do. And I'm telling you, if we get that shit sorted in the back, we are going to be a good team again. We are going to be a good team again, and we are going to be stable, and we are going to play good football. But as long as these guys are in the team, in the squad, and sabotaging and freaking being liabilities in every freaking important game, we are not going to find our peace.
I agree. But we need an exodus. The old dog needs to leave. It just needs to go. And I hope that we have our financial situation set up where we can actually bring new players in this summer and just yeah, that's desperately needed. It's fucking was needed like 2 years ago, not even now, but it just needs to happen. There's no ways around it. It needs to happen. We need a new fresh blood in there. We need new players that are excited to actually play for the club and want to win for the club. There's just something that was lacking. We have to be fair. We have some new players like Pedro, like Gavi, like Torres, like Dembele. If he stays, they're all hungry to play. So we have some of them. We need the defense to be sorted the same way as some of our midfield and then some of our offensive team, offensive players. We need that same energy in the back, and that we don't have. So
See, now we are talking. Now we are talking. And hopefully you agree with me that we need a new goalkeeper as well.
We do need well, here's the thing. We do need a new goalkeeper, not necessarily get rid of Mats, but we do need somebody who's as good as him to keep him in check. Whoever is better will play. That sort of thing. We don't need necessarily to bench him. He could still be a really good a goalkeeper for us, but we need somebody else that's on his level or even or better than him to actually be competitive. The problem is he doesn't have any competition. Neto is not as good as him, so there's no competition at all. Even in some of the Copa games, Ter Stegen was playing. So we need somebody, another keeper who's actually good enough to be competitive with him in La Liga and in Champions League. Like remember when Bravo was there, him and Bravo. Remember that combination when Lucho was in? We didn't even worry about the goalkeeper. We had the goalkeeper sorted out. Doesn't matter who's in. We knew who's gonna fucking be. We don't have to worry about who's being the goalkeeper. We don't have that security anymore.
That was Ter Stegen's best.
Right. When he had competition, yeah.
A season. Yeah.
Yep.
It was his best season. The 2015 season was his best season.
Yep.
After that, it went downhill. And we need to have a conversation about goalkeeper. We need to bring in somebody that is going to and going to be different from Ter Stegen and the way he plays.
Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see.
Hopefully, we'll get somebody for their position in left back, central backs.
Yeah, and, at least two of them. I'll get rid of at least Umtiti, and even longer doesn't fucking. He's not the same fucking level. That's not the level we want. Is Lenglet in the fucking defense. That's not where we want to be. I don't even understand why the fuck we bought him to begin with to be a starting lineup. It just doesn't fucking make any sense. We don't need those kind of players in our club. We need somebody who's actually good either way. Whether you're on the bench or gonna be starting, you're the same level. That's what we need to have, especially in this day and age to compete with elite clubs like City, like Chelsea, like Liverpool, like all those fucking teams. Doesn't matter who they put forward. It's good enough to be a starting lineup in the starting lineup. We don't have that quality anymore. We haven't had that for fucking 3-4 years.
And Rudiger
and Christensen, they're both out of contract, right?
Yep.
Yeah, we'll see. They said they had a meeting with him, so we'll see how the fuck that went. But
With whom?
with Rudiger's agents, they had like a meeting with them 2 3 weeks ago, just to talk about the what Rudiger's plans and all that stuff, and if it's a possibility to bring him in. But I mean, it's a thing that all agents do when it's just a procedure thing where they go to each big club and to try to
Mm.
see if they're interested and all that stuff. So we'll see what happens, but it's unbelievable. Um, all right, so let's just wrap it up. It's almost an
Yep.
hour of just ranting, which it totally fucking deserved for that performance. Um, all right, so what we have for next week, Sociedad is Thursday, right? Am I correct, or is it Friday?
Thursday.
Thursday, okay. So probably react to that. Hopefully, I don't have no expectations, so we'll see what happens. I'm not ever gonna go in with any expectation to watch the game. Um, so we'll see what.
Yep.
I think Fati is supposed to be back. I think it was supposed to be back this game, but I guess that didn't happen. So hopefully at least back for a few minutes in the last few minutes of the game, and give him some minutes in there. But I think BK is supposed to be back too. And Araujo will be back because he was just suspended. So defense, at least if PK and Araujo are back, at least we'll have some fucking hope as far as good defense. But we'll see what happens.
Yeah, but that game will be severely more difficult.
Oh yeah,
So
and that's at their field, so
Yep.
it's gonna
it's
be
away. It's
yeah,
an away game,
and
so
it's always
it's
a
going
rough
to
game
be
there.
more. It's going to be more difficult, and they are going to have a game that is probably not going to go as they plan.
Yeah.
Whatever the case may be, this was a freaking shit show by Barcelona once again. To all coolies listening and watching, um, sorry if you have like some tinnitus in your ear from me screaming, but it is what it is.
Turn down the speakers or the headphones.
I'm going to turn them up. I don't care, man.
Oh no, them when they're listening.
Okay.
um, yeah. So yeah. I mean, just a reminder, we started a subscription based platform and Patreon. If you guys like to watch, you go there. We're trying to put up some bonus content, some extra content there for people that want to help us out and support the podcast. And we also have an audio form on Spotify. If you go there, there's a way you can subscribe to it, so you can get an audio form, all the bonus content, get them in audio form. We released the first one yesterday about the dream team of 1992 with Johan Cruyff and all the trophies that won. We talked about that. We talked about all the philosophy of that Johan Cruyff instilled. Excuse me, and identity that he instilled in the club. So if you guys like those kind of conversations, they're available. We put them available for free for now for you guys to check them out. And if you like the content, then go ahead and subscribe. We'll try to get a few episodes a month for you guys to enjoy there. And if you guys want to give us, some suggestions, go ahead and write them in the comments. I'm going to have some Q&As once we have a follow-on there in Patreon, so we can take questions and all that stuff. But yeah, keep in the lookout for more episodes there. Do you have anything you want to add, Mew?
Oh, I'm just thankful for everybody listening, and hopefully we can interact more in the coming days, and maybe some positive stuff is coming ahead.
Yeah, we had some positive ones, and now it's gone downhill. So we last 3 episodes.
Yeah, our
were pretty shit.
Patreon episodes will probably be more on the positive side, because
Yeah.
we are going to talk a lot about Barcelona history, certain players that brought us joy. So it's going to be mainly positive. You won't hear any rants or something like that. So it's going to be positive, and hopefully, like I said, we are going to have some positives talk about on our weekly podcast as well.
Yeah, that's 100% accurate. For the next one, we're thinking about, well, we're gonna try to do an episode about Ronaldinho and just talk about the influence that he had in the club, all the great moments that he gave to the club, and all the memories and all the tricks, and so we'll have fun with that. But yeah, so if you guys like that kind of stuff, go ahead and subscribe to us and support us if you can. And we'll come back again by the end of the week to talk about the game with Sociedad, and hopefully that's good news. But we appreciate you guys, and we'll hear from you again at some point this week. Hear from us, not hear from you. All right, bye-bye, guys.